Hey guys, I'm Matt, the Southcoast Kook. I'm just a kook that loves to talk everything surfing. And today on the show, I've got Katie. How you going, Katie?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good. So I'll let you introduce yourself to start off with and talk about the business that you run.
Yeah, so my name's Katie, and I'm one of two running the Softboards AU account in Australia. So Bill and my partner decided to start this business in about 2017 or 2018, start of 2018, I think maybe. And yeah, I basically just help with the social media and marketing, but Bill is basically the brains and operation of the actual business. But yeah, I just help out when I can. And we live in Adelaide, and we've got a little girl called Zali, and she's 7 months old.
Beautiful. Well, we'll get into Softboard AU in a second. I want to know a little bit about your own personal surfing history. So, how long have you been surfing for?
I've been surfing since I was about 13, and I'm 30 now, but on and off. Obviously having Zali, and also when we lived in New Zealand, I had obviously some time off then. Yeah, so it's always sort of just been there in the background, something to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. So you said you're from South Australia. So where's the local beach?
Local beach would be like Seaford, like the mid coast area there. So Southport all the way up to Moana is what we sort of call the mid coast. And yeah, there's just like a lot of little breaks along the coast there. Um, yeah.
Yeah, nice. And what board are you riding? I know it's probably a tricky question having a softboard distributing company, but yeah, what are you riding?
Well, at the moment, I have a 7.2 vacay, like Firewire vacay. But a lot of the time, I actually use a softboard at the moment from our range, just because they're so much fun and you literally get so many waves. So, yeah, that's basically my aim of the game at the moment, is just to get as many waves as I can. Like, I just think I spent so much time when I was younger, like having a short board and like trying to do like the biggest maneuvers or turns and this, that, and the other. But like I wasn't ever really getting that many waves. And now I've sort of just sort of view surfing in more of a different way, and just want to have fun and sort of be a bit more sort of present out there and just away from all the technology and the noise, and just have fun and have as many waves as I can, really. So yeah, that's sort of why I've gone to more of a either a 7.2 sort of mini mow or use the softboards all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, speaking from like my family's little personal journey, when my wife had our daughter, I got her a foamy to get back on her feet, and she loved it. Absolutely had so much fun. That ease and that sort of safety net of like, yeah, we've just had a baby, we're just sort of finding our feet again. Softboard was perfect
Yeah.
for her.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really fun. So yeah.
Yeah, cool. So do you have like a best wave of your life or a bit of a session that sort of stands out?
I was thinking about this before, and don't. I have lots of sessions where they've just been like really fun sessions with like lots of friends out in the water, or like over at York's, which is like 3 hours away from Adelaide. Um, yeah, but I'd say my absolute favorite session, which I can still remember vividly, was the first time I ever like went out the back. The first time, and I just remember just being like next level stoked, just like so happy, because it was like just such a change, obviously, from catching white water to um, like open like face waves. So yeah, I can still remember that feeling like vividly. So yeah, I'd say that would probably be my favorite session.
And that, like, I'm assuming that was like when you said what you learned to surf at
That
13.
was ages ago. Like I think it was probably when I was about 14 or 15, and you'd get your parents to take you down to the coast like every week. Yeah, so I can still remember it though.
That's so cool that stoked is still there.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, Any overseas trips or any sort of traveling?
Um, I've surfed over in Bali, as every Australian has, and also when I was 18, um, it was my mum's 50th, and we went to Hawaii, so we did a bit over there as well. So that was really fun. Got to like surf at Turtle Bay, and there was like actual like turtles like surfing under. When I was surfing, there was turtles like beneath me, so that was really cool. But yeah, that's about it for surfing overseas. Yeah.
Turtle Bay, beautiful spot. Hey, so so nice over there.
Yeah, really, really stunning. Yeah.
And so where's your favorite place to surf? Is that the local, or do you have like a spot that's sort of it's the go-to?
My favorite spot. I would say, yeah, my best friend, she's got a shack over on the west coast, which is in Elliston, and there's just a reef break over there that's just always really, really fun, and you always have like the best sessions out there. So that's probably my favorite spot, but it's 8 hours away from here, so it's a bit of a trek. So yeah, that's always really nice when we get over there, like in the long holidays over Christmas and New Year's, and sometimes Easter, October long weekend, like that sort of, we take a few days off either side and make a bit of a trip out of it.
Yeah. Beautiful. Well, let's dig into Softboard AU now. So why did you start it, and how long has it been running for?
It's been running for about 4 years now, and yeah, so Bill and I met in New Zealand, and when we were living in Queenstown, he was over there riding mountain bikes, and I was over there snowboarding, and our paths crossed over there. So that was in about 2015, and then in 2017, we decided to move back to Adelaide. And we just thought, why not? Because Bill's family, his grandparents founded older sportswear in the Devon in the UK. So they had a lot of connections and been in the surf industry since 1966. So yeah, older sportswear has a lot of sub brands. Surfworks being one of them. So we've decided to create a little sister company, Softboards AU, and branch out to Surfworks and try the Australian market here, because they've just had crazy success over in Europe with this brand. So we have, just thought, why not? We've got nothing to lose.
100%.
And yeah, so that's where we are.
So what were you doing before you started the company?
Oh, so we both still work. I'm a registered nurse and Bill is a plumber.
Okay.
So Softboards AU is not quite ready to be our sole income yet, but hopefully one day it will be. And our options are really endless as to where this company can take us. But we really want to focus on softboards at the moment for personal use and for surf schools.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. How'd you just go navigating a passion project during COVID? Was it a tricky sort of navigation?
Sorry, I missed the first part of that question.
I said, how did you go navigating a passion project of like Softboard AU during like a peak period of COVID? Like it would have been tricky.
Yeah, it hasn't really affected us too much. Just the shipping cost is just doubled since we started this project. So that's been pretty tricky. But other than that, not really a whole bunch. We had our best summer, not last year, the summer before, I think, because everyone was at home and wanting to, start a new hobby and get out in the water. So that was actually probably benefited us in a way. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. And so what sort of range do you have in the catalog?
We're quite a large range. So we have like the Pro Line range, which is, you know, your peak performance short boards, something for a really experienced surfer to just have fun with in like a shory or even oh, what's the word? I forgot the word what I'm looking for. Sorry, I'm so tired.
That's all right.
Um,
I personally love like like the reason why I love foam is those summer afternoon surfs. You know what I mean? Where it's that little bit
yeah,
cool and it's just fun. You have a couple of beers and go for a surf
yeah,
and that kind of vibe.
yeah, exactly. And then we have something for your average beginner that's just starting out surfing from, you know, a 12-year-old to a 60-year-old. So, yeah, we've got something pretty much for everyone. And then we have our own um, surf school range. So, yeah, that's completely different, a little bit more robust, bigger sizes, 8 foot, 9 foot, 7 foot. But yeah,
Which is how I actually found you guys. Did a podcast episode with Women's Soulful Surf, sorry. And
yeah,
they use your boards and they were like highly recommending them for anyone learning to surf. The surf school boards was like their like bread and butter, really.
yeah, they're really robust. I used to actually be a surf coach when I was at uni, and they are, I can vouch for them. They're superior to pretty much anything else on the market. They're just so robust and yeah, it can really test the time of, you know, beginner surfers getting thrown around on the trailer on the back of a van. And yeah, they're good.
Yeah. Now I know this is not really like your field, but the construction of them, is there anything you can touch on to sort of say like a little bit about it?
Yeah, so we pride ourselves on having like a really high quality softboard. So they're constructed with 2, if not 3 stringers, nose to tail, and have been certified against extreme heat conditions. And they're basically cooked in a huge oven for 2 hours, checking for faults. And also, the really good thing about them is that they're FCS fin compatible, so you can put in the fins that you want. But obviously, we provide fins with them. But yeah, you've got that option if you wanted to, you know, go that one step further.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. They're like the construction just looks unreal. Like they're not just cheap foam. They're actually like proper boards, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, we're working on a illustration of to actually show our customers what's actually on the inside. So hopefully that can be on the website soon. But yeah, so we
Yeah.
can share a bit more there.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. So with the catalog, what's been the best seller?
The best seller would be the Surfworks 66 Banshee hybrid, which is just a great size pretty much for all the groms, and also just our surf school range as well has been really popular with the surf schools that have got on board with them. So hopefully we can get a few more surf schools on board. Yeah.
So you are in the like South Australia there. Any plans to hit the East Coast and try and expand out that way?
Yeah, so we're in a few shops here, but mainly we want to have a online presence, and we already are distributing to pretty much every corner of Australia already. But yeah, really we've only cracked such a small market already. So yeah, hoping to expand all the time. Um, we've got another shipment coming in pretty soon in the next couple of weeks, so we've got plenty of stock. And yeah, we're just really hoping to build.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, so do you have any advice for people that are looking at boards on your site? Like, I know you have a size run or a size guide, but yeah, any advice or should they reach out to you and ask any questions?
Yeah, definitely. So we've got a how to choose the size best for you on our website, and also feels more than happy to take calls to help you decide what size is sort of best for you. But my main advice is don't overthink it really, because yeah, as long as you get like a rough, obviously you don't want a 9 foot board for a little 13-year-old, but yeah, there you can't really go wrong.
Yeah, for sure. I always said that foam is your friend. So if you're unsure about a size, just go the size up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So what kind of prices are we looking at here, and like shipping, and what kind of turnaround are we expecting if we put an order in?
So shipping takes about 4 to 5 business days. And price wise, it's about 350 to about 550 for our like the personal use range, and the surf school, softboard range goes up to about 650, I believe, which is still really reasonable price for a 9 foot foamy these days. So very reasonable prices and free shipping always. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's really good. And 4 to 5 business days, that's pretty quick. Like
Yeah.
I've sent t-shirts out that have taken like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Thank you for our t-shirts, by the way. We really like them and all the goodies.
No worries. Everyone that comes on the show gets a free shirt. So I always like to support like, you guys for coming on and give you some little goodie.
Yeah, no, it's nice. And I really like the little wooden wax foam too.
Yeah, a new addition. I was super stoked when they came in. Hey, I actually was umming and
Yeah,
ahhing. When they came through, I was like, oh, I'm glad I did that for sure.
yeah, they're really cool.
Anyone wants to have a look, jump on my online store. Little selfless plug there.
Yeah, they're very, very cool.
So I saw that, like, obviously more at home for you guys, but you guys do like demo days and stuff for the boards.
Yeah, so we support a local surf comp here, Microgroms, and so we've just done demo days with them. And they've always and that's just for like their C grade surfers. So they're always really keen to, take the softboards out when they're not surfing in their heat. So they're always really stoked and happy um, to use the boards then.
Yeah.
But we haven't actually done any demo days just for randoms, I guess. But yeah, maybe in the future. We haven't really discussed it. We've sort of just had a bit on lately.
Yeah, for sure. Like trying to navigate a startup and working jobs and a child.
Yeah,
I totally
yeah,
can understand that for sure.
yeah. It's been a lot going on.
Well, you
Yeah.
you touched on it, so what's planned for the future? Do you have any new models coming out, or is it sort of just let's build a
Um.
foundation?
Yeah. So pretty much every season we'll try and change either the slick or the deck colors or patterns, things like that. We pretty much, yeah, we've got like direct contact with the factory, so we just try and, yeah, just like whatever we really want, we just sort of ask them, and we just work with them to try and, yeah, get what we want basically. So if you've got any feedback, we're always willing to hear feedback from our customers via Instagram. And yeah.
Yeah, I was digging the colors. I was really liking it. The blacks and the reds, and they look
Yeah,
cool,
so
I
we've
reckon.
tried like for like the Pro line range, we've tried to make them a bit more, a little bit more adult friendly, but still, kids can still use them. And then the bit bigger size is the Minnie Mouse. They're all just like fun, playful colours. And then we've also got an 8 foot, which is just a plain white, which I really like. That looks really classy, and someone that doesn't really want to stick out in the crowd. I've written a blog post on our website about female surfers. So that one was sort of aimed at your mum trying to get back out in the water, and can sometimes be a little bit intimidating. So yeah, just something that's not so loud. Just
Yeah,
have an option
I
for
I
everyone.
totally get where you're coming from. Like if you're sort of just trying to find your feet and you're out there on a bright pink board,
Yeah.
kind of stand out a little bit. But if you're sort of floating out the back on like a bit of a plain white one, yeah, you kind
Yeah,
of blend it in with the pack a bit.
exactly. So that's what we've done the white one for, which is, I don't think there's many white softboards out there, but that's what was behind that color.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So you said the Instagram, so let's plug the socials now. So what are they?
So our Instagram is softboards_AU, and our Facebook the same, and our website is www.softboardsau.com.au. So it is a little bit confusing because our company is called Softboards AU, but our boards are Surfworks. So I think, yeah, because we just called it Softboards AU, so we could expand with more ranges of softboards or whatever else sort of we feel like doing.
Yeah, so you don't limit yourself to the one sort of category.
Yeah, we're thinking. Oh, so we've got some leg ropes coming in as well. So that's something else we're doing, and thinking about board bags like the socks, but haven't confirmed yet. We're still just sort of thinking about it, and yeah, it's a lot to market another item. So yeah, it's just a bit of a slow process, but we'll get there.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I'm excited to see what you guys come up with in the future for sure.
Yeah.
And so you guys were pretty generous too, for anyone that listens to the podcast or anyone that's part of my community. You got a promo code to get 10% off your boards. So it's Southcoast Kook 10. So if anyone's interested, jump on the website, have a look, and yeah, use the promo code for a discount. And I'll be reviewing some of your boards in the very near future. So keep an eye out for those reviews as well. That's a little plug there.
Yeah. Yeah, so Southcoast Kook 10 for 10% off any board in our range.
Beautiful.
And our bestseller, the 6.6 Virtue Hybrid, will be back in stock very soon. So if that's what you're after, yeah, keep an eye out in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and like if anyone's listening, definitely jump over because you do stock such. You've got the funky alternatives for like the 4-10-20 thing for like a kid or a grom or adult that just wants to throw it around, to like the big mouths, like to learn. So you've got everyone. You got everyone covered. Everyone should jump on and have a look.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we aim to sort of have something for everyone. So yeah.
Beautiful. Well, I've got another last question for you. What does surfing mean to you?
Surfing mean to me. Hold on, just cut this bit out. So I need to think.
No worries. I love asking this question because it stumps everyone.
I think it means to me like community. So I've got a lot of friends that surf, and so just having that connection with that you can share with friends, from the travel there to the travel that it takes you, like going like camping, surfing and things like that. So it's more like a community feel for me, and also like as I said before, just being out in the water, just disconnected from all your phone and all the other noise that happens with life. So that I really like. Just it's one place that these days that you don't have your phone and you don't have any of that anymore. So yeah, I think that's really special and a really unique hobby, really, to have. So yeah, I think that's
beautiful, mate. Well, yeah. I just want to thank you so much for jumping on the show and having a chat. And to all my listeners, jump over to Softboard AU, have a look at your range. Ask me any questions if you need to, or reach out to you guys because Bill's pretty all over the phone and you got the Instagram. So like you'll get in touch with someone for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But yeah.
He's working at the moment. So if he doesn't get back to you, he'll get back to you pretty soon. Yeah.
If he doesn't get back to you, he's playing around with a pipe, but he'll be back.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Well, thanks for coming on the show, and I honestly appreciate it.
No, thank you so much for having us and giving us an opportunity to reach new people.
No worries. Thank you.